Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Day 2, Corona style. So first, let me adjust my bucket here. First, I just want to say, I saw the homework that everybody submitted, and it looks really good. Thank you. I can't tell if, I probably sound like a broken record. I always say this. I cannot tell if you're just copying the work that I posted on the solutions. And so please don't do that. I'm not giving you a grade based on if you got the correct answer. I just want to look at your work and give you feedback. And so if you're not doing the work like on your own, then I can't really give you any feedback and it's kind of pointless. So I'd rather you do like 5 problems on your own than do all of the problems by just copying them, you know? And I don't know if anybody's doing that. I'm just saying, please don't, because I'm just giving you a completion grade. Even if you get it wrong, no big deal. But if you get it wrong, then I can at least tell you that you got something wrong and maybe you should try something different, okay? So that's one thing that I need to say. Another thing is, let's see. Can you guys see the comments that I'm posting in the submissions that you submitted? Because I'm posting comments after I look at your homework, and I don't know if you're getting like a notification about that. Like for me, I don't get any notifications, and so it's hard to see if somebody responded to the comments, which I think is a poor feature of Schoology. Thanks a lot, Schoology. Thanks a lot, Corona. Yeah, I'm done. But okay. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Do you get? Please, can somebody like comment like below or whatever? Do you guys see a notification if I give you a message in your submission? Does that make sense? If not, we might need to come up with something better because we need to communicate. Anyways, with that being said, today we're just going to do like a little bit of a review on solving log and exponential equations. So 2 different types of equations that we've solved for: equations with exponentials, equations with logs. And we've learned a bunch of different methods, I guess, for doing that. Basically, we'll start with the logs, okay? Just a like quick refresh. So there's 2 types of log equations. You've got the log equals logs equations, like in this example here. We got log base 9 of something equals log base 9 minus log base 9 of something else. And so that's all like log equals log, right? There's no numbers involved. That's the first type of log equation. The second type is when you have a log equaling a number. And so for example, here, you got log base 7 of 3x plus 5 equaling a number. And so these are 2 different types and 2 different ways we need to approach them. And so like for this first type, step 1, you want to use the properties of logs, which I'll post here in a link below if you forgot them. Properties of logs to combine the logs. Because these have the same base, you can combine them. When you subtract, it's related to division, right? You divide the inputs. So this equals, let's see, 108 divided by 4, what is that, like 27, I believe? So you divide the inputs, 108 divided by 4. Log base 9, that's 27, great. And that equals log base 9 of 8y minus 9. Okay, sorry, so sloppy. When you have log something equals log something, that means the inputs must equal the same thing. And so now we could set the inputs equal. 8y minus 9 equals 27. Add 9, what is that, 36? Divide by 8. So basically y equals, right, I added 9, that's 36, divide by 8. What is that? 4 goes into both of those, right? 9 halves, maybe? So that's the first way to solve. The second way, when you have log equaling a number, you got to go back to the definition of what a log is. And so this is saying that log base 7, this is saying that when you raise 7, to the second power, it's going to equal that input, right? That's what a log means. 7 squared equals the input, 3x plus 5. And so 7 squared is 49. 3x, I'm gonna subtract 5 here. So what is that, 44? Divide by 3. I don't think that reduces. So x equals 44 over 3. Oh man, sorry. X equals 44 over 3. Okay, there you have it. 2 types of logs. All right, next we have exponential equations. So 2 types of exponential equations, right? Type 1, you've got the exponential equations that you could solve by using a common base. And so, for example, you see this base is 5, this base is 25. Now 5 and 25, they have something in common, right? They have a factor of 5 in common. Specifically, 25 is 5 squared. And so I can get a common base here. All right, by turning 25 into 5 squared, and you guys know this because you've done it before and you love it, am I right? Anyways, the thing that'll trip a lot of people up is they'll forget the property of exponents that says when you raise a power to a power, you got to distribute that. And so that really equals 5 to the 2x minus 12. Notice I distributed the 2. And this guy is still 5 to the x minus 4. Cool, cool. Okay, when you have the same base to a power equaling same base to a power, that means that the powers must equal the same thing. And so that means x minus 4 equals 2x minus 12. Let's see, that equals x, add 4, negative 8, right? X equals negative 8. Did I do that right? Subtract, okay, that's x. Subtract, oh, wait. Add, never mind, positive 8. Subtract that, okay, x equals 8. Anyways, that's type 1. Solving when you can find a common base. Type 2, I love type 2 because it's so easy, man. You could solve by using logs, and this is what we did yesterday. One problem that I've noticed with some people is that you have to use the proper order of operations when you're doing this, meaning you cannot multiply 3 times 4 here. Why? Because exponents come before multiplication. And so if we were to multiply this 3 times 4, we would be jumping the gun on this exponent. Do you know what I'm saying? And so instead, we first need to divide both sides by 3 because we need to isolate the exponential. And so, okay, we divide both sides by 3. What is that? 20, what is that, 26 maybe? 26? I think that's 26. Now, 26 is not a power of 4, right? And so I can't find a common base, but what I can do is use logs to solve this. Since these 2 things equal the same thing, that means that if they are both an input in a log, right, that will equal the same thing as well. Equals. I'm just using both of these as inputs for a log, and I'm using the common log because that's what my calculator has. And I love my calculator because it's easy peasy. All right, anyways, at this point, you have to use a property of logs that says you can pull this exponent out front. N plus 2 times log of 4. That equals the same thing as that. Put that in parentheses or else you might mess up. All equals log of 26. Divide by both sides. N plus 2 or divide by log 4. Both sides by log 4. Log of 26 divided by, hopefully you can see this, log of 4. Can you see that? Let's see. Yeah, you could see it. Now we just need to subtract 2. N equals log of 26 divided by log of 4 minus 2. Now you're gonna type all of this into your calculator. You'd have to round, but for the sake of time and because I know you know how to use your calculator, I'll just leave the answer in this form and not use the calculator. Anyways, I'm gonna have some homework posted for you. It's like 16 problems or so. It's all of equations with logs and exponents. All right? If you have any questions, please make sure you ask them. Thank you. Bye-bye.